Hey everybody, how's it going? John here at What If I Could Scroll Soft Portrait Design and Woodworks. Friday night. So, nobody's on the panel yet, except well, I'm here. Yay, it's John's here. And so nobody's on the panel yet. So because I just started it, I just set it up, I just started live, so I'm waiting for everybody else to show up. If anybody else wants to come in. Um I'm my appointment took longer than it was supposed to. Well, it didn't take longer than it was supposed to. It just Carrie booked it for 90 minutes instead of an hour. So that was that. And then uh, it was I was so tired afterwards. I had to come home and just relax for a bit. So I'm back for got a couple and a half hours till supper time, and that's it for till Sunday, or yeah, till Sunday, or maybe tomorrow night. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Hey, Mark's out there. He's just fishing stuff up. Hey, Steve, how's it going from Harneil Media? For all your website needs, go check out Steve at Harneil, harneilmedia.com. And hey, Larry. Hey, Chris. How's it going, guys? What you up to? If hey, Herb, if anybody wants a link, I'll send you guys a link if you want to come on the panel and reach out, hang out, and tell jokes and stuff. Let me know, and I'll do that for you. I'm going to send Herb one right now as it is because I forgot to send him one. And I'm not sure if Art's back yet or not. He might be, but we're not sure. Someone to Wes. Someone to Doug too. See if Doug shows up. Nancy's got one. Richard. Who else wants one? Just send out random links, everybody, or what? All right, not a problem. Not a problem. I sent a couple more out. We'll see who shows up. Random. Just my random friends list. We'll see who shows up then. In the meantime, so I got this all assembled, but I got to pull it all apart because I got to sand it still. I don't want to. I have to, but I don't want to. It all fits in nicely together as it is. Oh, yeah, that's right. I got to pull it apart anyway. So you build that centerpiece in there. Let's say 8 inches tall, right? I don't need that. How am I going to do that? I wonder. See, I think it needs to be wider than that. It does need to be wider than a 2x4. Does need to be wider than 2x4. I wonder if I got over there though. I can laminate two 2x4s together. Then if I'm gonna do that, I should run through the table. So I know what I can do. Yeah, I can do that. Oh, hey Nancy, how's it going? What you up to? What you up to, Nance? Because basically, I want to make like a tube, holder that goes down inside, exactly that size. Exactly that size. 8 inches long. I'm gonna have to laminate 2x4 together. I should have thought about that before I got on the show. Suppose I can do that temporarily though. Yeah, I can do that temporarily. Let me cut this down first at 8 inches so I know that's where it's wanted at. Adding some faux fur to my planned pooling cowl. To get my truck kit ready for tonight. Planned pooling cowl. You lost me on what that was, Nancy. I know what a cowl is. If you plan it, it means there's forethought involved. As for pooling, you lost me on there, though. This is pooling because it drapes. Oh, it's a crochet style. I would have figured it out eventually. No, it's still too deep. Okay, so I gotta need 8 inches deep, and then which one's the longest one here? This one is. So if I cut it down to there, so I have to stop this at 5 inches down. Oh, okay. It's counting stitches to get a set pattern. That's cool. Looks cool, Nancy. That's all you get to see. All right, 5 inches down. I said, right? I'm just trying to do something here just so I can figure this out to make sure it's going to work for me. This is temporary. This is just temporary. Oh, sure. That, and then up. Maybe you should push it up and down. Let's try this, see if this will work. Hey, Kurt, how's it going this evening? Yeah, Steve, look at you. Go good low at all the lingo and stuff, too. You know what it is? It's because he watches it. He's watching all the shows. He just sort of absorbs it by osmosis by watching it all, right? Oh, perfect. All right, let me do a quick cut on this, see if this is going to work for me. I should just move over here to begin with. It's called practicing stuff, right? That is going to be too big. Cut on the inside though. This will just be a temporary hold. So I get a view of how it's draw. It's like what Mike does when Mike just draws his all on paper. He uses measurements, mathematics and stuff. more of a physical, practical look first. So this way I get a template of what I need to begin with. It doesn't need to be perfect, but it needs to be smaller. Okay. Good. After a few short issues, got the saw set up and did a first cut, then ran out of time to play. How do you run out of time? There's always time on the saw. See, Kurt, now you got to work on time management then. Is that what you're saying? The one thing I do not have is time management. See, even cut smaller to begin with. It's still too big. All right, let's see if that works. Kurt runs a homemade base business. Paying jobs comes first. Oh no, I understand. I understand that, Mark. All right, now that here.
Hello.
How's it going?
Hello, Kurt, Herb, Mark, Nancy, Steve. Miss anybody?
Me, you
Larry,
missed me.
Larry. Well, you're last. Your show.
Oh,
And John. Must have
oh,
been one,
thanks,
one.
Art.
Must have been one heck of a visit.
What?
I'll be back in about an hour.
Oh, well, okay. So first of all, I left early so I can clean up for my appointment, right? And then
Yeah.
and then Carrie tells me it's a 90-minute appointment instead of an hour appointment. So when I
Oh.
got done, yeah. So when I got done with my therapeutic massage, right? By the way, so deep tissue therapeutic massage. So when I was done, I couldn't even freaking move, and
Oh.
it just took a lot. I was so bagged, freaking killed me.
Uh huh. All righty.
I'm
Well.
telling the truth.
Oh, I believe you. If you didn't know, you didn't know. You done yet?
No, I just got started. Relax.
You've been
I'm
on
trying to.
for 15 minutes.
I'm trying to figure this out. Make sure this is gonna work. It's still too short.
Oh.
Gotta make it taller.
Let's see if I can finish these 7. I'll give it a shot. All right, you got to see me. That's all you get. Bye. Don't want to scare them off.
Okay, that'll work. That'll work there. I can't cut these down though.
Hello, crafty gypsy.
Hey Jesse, how's it going?
How are you?
I think I could. I think I should bring them up a little bit higher than that.
Yeah, a little bit, at least an inch. They,
Inch.
they look like they're in the pot instead of out of the pot.
Okay, so now I am. I was 5 inches down, then I went to 4 inches down. Now I'm no 4 inches now. Well, there we go. That
Yeah,
looks better.
yeah. Except for that short one there.
Well, they're all different lengths though. So because
Well,
they're like real flowers, right? They all gotta be different heights.
you got to get the flower out of the dirt.
It's not dirt. It's a vase.
I know. It still gets dirt in it. Real flowers, people grow.
Like, right,
And
fine.
rich people, they don't care how much it costs. They make it work. Come
Well, then
on,
I should have gone. I
do
should
it.
have gone the other way then.
Should have just made the stems longer. Made one long and one short and one
Well,
in.
I tried to, but I should have measured them.
Uh-huh.
All right,
That's
so
all right.
now we're at just the
I'll
throw
let
to begin with.
you
All right,
slide.
now I'm at 3 inches down. There we go. That's better.
Yeah, now that looks like flowers in a vase.
All right, that'll work. Well, you know what? I
Not
can probably just go. I can go to the store and get some baby's breath to stick in there too. Oh yeah, that'll work.
you can go from flowers buried in the vase to flowers in the vase. There you go. You got my
Well,
approval.
okay. Take into account that I did do 3 different bloom openings on it, right? Like this one's just starting to open. Actually, here, that way they're in order there. This one's just starting to open up. This one's half open. This one's fully open, right? So
Yeah.
there. See, and I can mix them up, and then I can put baby's breath in there, and maybe some other. Oh, I can put some eucalyptus. Oh, I can put some eucalyptus in there too. Yeah, yeah. Put some
Well, put
eucalyptus in
some
there.
water in too for
Some
the
baby's
growing.
breath. I can probably put some Spanish moss in the bottom area here. Oh, that'll work. That'll look nice. I guess I'm going to the freaking flower store, the fake flower store, Dollarama.
Hey,
Michaels.
John.
It's one of Michaels.
Well,
What?
guess what it did after I left today?
It snowed.
No, it sleeted for about
No.
8 seconds.
8 seconds.
Yeah, well, hey, that's a big deal around here. I mean, it was 40 some degrees and it sleeted. Didn't feel like it.
8 seconds. Hey, Lee.
Oh, you should have heard everybody talking about it. They thought like that was just the most fantastic thing they'd saw.
Mike says you need a bit of that flower arranging from in the foam in the bottom. Well, yeah, well that's what I'm trying to do, but I don't need the foam in there because I'll just when I get the fake baby's breath and the eucalyptus and the Spanish moss, I'll just make it look like it's the way it's supposed to be.
Oh, I forgot to do this.
Hey Jeff, how's it going? Hey Mr. Rush Meadows.
I was going to show you something, John.
I guess somebody can't throw that far, says Mike. Wait, hold on a sec. I got to go back to chat. Oh, hello, Mr. Rush Meadows. Hello, Jeff. Nancy was here. I said, Mike. Hey, Mike, how's it going? Kurt, I said hi to Kurt already. Steve, Mark, Jesse, Herb. Okay, we're all caught up. And Larry. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. we,
And
we got the
talk-
68. Mark says they got the 68 this afternoon. It was nice. It
Did
started
you
raining
guys hear
again.
that?
And
Did you guys hear that? He didn't even say my name. Wow.
I was reading the names out in the chat. Oh, and last but not least, hey Art, how's it going, man? What are you up to? Did you have a good time off or what?
No, yeah. I had to go to my grandbaby's, what I consider my grandbaby's now.
Yeah,
Today's her first birthday.
yeah, yeah. But get some eucalyptus. Yeah, eucalyptus. Look at that nice smell. Yeah, eucalyptus, baby's breath, and Spanish moss. Oh, I don't know. Can you get Spanish moss still? Uh, Oh, Art's gonna have to come back in again. Oh, wait till Art comes back in. There he is.
Again, get rid of.
Really? Really?
I sent you a picture on your
Yeah.
panel chat. That's what I gotten done since we've been doing our lives here.
What? Just this week?
Yeah, there's 42 of them on that table. They've all
Holy
been
cow!
dipped. They've all been dipped. Now they're just I'm sucking it out of the where the cuts
Yeah.
are.
Yeah. Drying them. Cool. Cool.
I did more than I thought.
It's because you're on my show.
Yeah, seven more to go. Seven, eight. That'll be 11 more I can dip and have done. Then I will have nothing else ready.
Jeff says he's cleaning his shop up, tearing stuff down, working on his machinery. Jeff, why aren't you in Hawaii yet? When you go to Hawaii? I think a road I go down on Mondays will be flooded tomorrow. It was closed before Christmas and it's hardly stopped raining, says Mike. Ooh. Maybe some small resin work, but it's a live edge. Huh.
Yeah,
It is
Nancy,
winter. Jeff, it is
Nancy,
winter. What are you talking about?
Nancy, that's just
The color of the wood.
the shades through the poplar, where it's light brown, green, white.
You're so popular.
Oh yeah, I gotta go get some more. I only got 12 feet left.
But it is winter, Jeff. I don't know what you're talking about. It's been winter for almost a month, just over a month now, since 21st of November, isn't it? When's the winter solstice?
Well, ours starts December 21st.
Is it December 21st, winter solstice?
That's the actual start of winter. Yeah. If you want
Yeah.
to go for the time, I don't remember what time they put it on, but
Yeah, December 20. So December 21st. See, it's
see your
winter already, Jeff. So you're missing it
see
right now.
your winter starts in when? October?
Uh, September, August, maybe, depending on the year.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Hey, Ken McCrory, how's it going? Hey, Robin.
Oh,
I'll
Robin.
be I'll be in Hawaii in February, March. Does Hawaii do winter? Oh, it's warm there. That's why he wants to go there for winter. He thinks it's gonna get so cold where he's at right now.
It sure is. It's going to be warm this winter for a lot of people.
Global
Uh,
warming. Oh, Jeff, we haven't used that. We haven't used that phrase for 15 years now. What are you talking about? Global warming. It's called climate change.
it's actually, the climate's not really changing. What's happening is the earth is tilting, and
Yeah,
the farther pretty soon it'll be snowing in Florida in a couple hundred
yeah,
years from
the Earth's tilting on its axis right now. So pretty soon, the equator is going to be in Canada. Oh, the equator will probably be at the freaking border, the North American border.
Yeah. See, eventually it'll be snowing in Miami in the Keys, and then when it gets all the way around, then it'll look like it was back to normal back in the '90s.
Global warming. It's been 50s for 2 months. No snow, just rain. Well, yeah, like it rained here. When did we have that snowfall? Was that in? That was in September, wasn't it? Yeah, it was in September. We had our big snowfall, our huge snowfall in September when it snowed like 2 inches. Yeah, yeah, remember? Because I brought snow in on the video and stuff
Yeah, you did.
uh, a couple
Oh,
times, and then
yeah,
and it's basically just frost outside now.
and you
It's
showed us a picture of the truck.
yeah, it's -6 right now. Now it's global boiling. Says Chris. They changed up every few decades to make you forget about pollution. Well, it's funny because I was talking to my new helper because he's when was he born? He says something big happened when he was born. Oh, he was born the year the Challenger exploded, right? So
Wow.
I'm like, yeah, I know. That's when he was born, right? I'm like,
God.
man, I was in grade 6 when that happened,
I,
which is still even worse, which is still bad. But um, uh, he said that was a big event that happened when he was the year he was born, and I'm like, wow, so you don't know nothing about acid rain because we were afraid of melting outside because of acid rain was going to boil our skin right off. Like, well, whatever happened to the acid rain from the '80s? Like, it just stopped. Like all the acid rain just stopped happening.
all now all the hippies sucked it up
Oh,
that were around in the 60s. Dang, I was out of school when that thing blew up.
yeah. That
Jeez.
was my big life event when I was in school.
I'm old.
For you guys, it was like the moon landing and freaking JFK and Vietnam, right?
Oh yeah.
I was around for all that. I was still around. Well, Vietnam was. I was born in '72, so Vietnam was just ending.
Is Russ still here?
I don't know.
If you're here, Russ. If you're here, Russ, hello. Hi, Billy.
Cliff told me to pull an all-nighter.
Might as well. I stayed up till frickin' 4 o'clock.
Yeah, but I'm leaving at 7 in the morning though.
And
Well, I got a 4.5 hour drive ahead of me
and
there, and then I'm coming back in the same day. So I got
does
an
your
8 hour.
wife
I got a nine hour
does your
drive.
wife
9 hour. I got a 9 hour drive tomorrow.
does your wife know how to drive?
Yes.
There you go.
No, she's not driving though, because if it starts snowing, then she won't drive at all.
Well, you ain't gonna get any snow.
Well, you never know though.
Well, that's true, but the way it seems right now, the way you're talking, you might not get any.
Yeah.
I mean, you're supposed to be shoveling a few feet. You ain't doing nothing but shuffling your feet.
Oh, relax. I'm answering
I meant
messages
outside.
right now.
Oh, I
Oh,
meant
outside.
outside when you're
Oh
walking.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wah.
I didn't mean you were slacking on your cutting, which
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you were.
you already
Yeah,
talked
Rob.
about that enough.
Yeah, Rob. Be careful what you're gonna say. I was born when. Oh wait a minute. She says. Yeah. Kurt says I'm
Robin
Sput.
wasn't.
Kurt says.
Robin
Kurt,
wasn't born yet.
Kurt says I'm Sputnik years old. I remember Sputnik though too, but wow, I wasn't around for the launch. Wait, when did
Ro-
Sputnik launch?
Robin wasn't even born yet when the Challenger blew up.
Oh, yes, she had to have been. Uh, Sputnik launch date. Oh, 57. Oh yeah, well yeah, I wasn't around. I wasn't around for the launch, but I did know about it though.
Yeah, I missed that one. Missed it by 3 years.
Cold War. See, I remember, I remember 1956. So that was yeah. See, Russ was around for Sputnik too then, because it would happen in '58. So he was 2 years old. I remember. Reagan telling Gorbachev to pull down the Berlin Wall or the Berlin Wall. I remember, like I said, I remember the end of Vietnam, and well, I don't remember it, but I was around when it happened.
Yeah.
Challenge. The Challenger was my basically my event, my world event was a Challenger.
I think I was at work. Yeah, I can't remember if I was at work or at home.
Wait, when did Elvis die?
1847.
77. Yes, yes. I was. 77. So actually, I would have been to Canada. So we came to Canada. Uh, we came to Canada July 7th, 77. Because it was weird because it was 7/7/77 when we came to Canada when it landed in Canada.
7777.
Yep, July 7th, 1977.
Oh,
That's when I came to Canada.
okay. That's weird.
Kurt says Sputnik 4 re-entered the atmosphere and parts of it fell in Manitoba, Wisconsin, and they have an alien event every yearly around that. Oh, because they thought it was aliens coming down because they weren't smart enough to realize it was, the Russians. The Russians are attacking. Oh man, Red Dawn.
So, Russ, you ready to cut that windmill now? You got some new specs.
Yeah, Russ, I'm surprised you never answered that question I asked.
Why don't
now,
you
now
come
that you can
on
see
the
how many,
live?
now that you can see how many cuts it takes to cut that windmill.
Why don't you come on the live and start cutting it?
Kurt says 1977, the year I got married. We'll never get married again. I hit the jackpot with my wife, and she would kill me for dating now. It's Wisconsin, John. They need a reason to party. Says Mark. In that case, I had two events. I was born, says Larry, when they landed on the moon, and saw it in school when Challenger exploded. Well, but well, you would have been around for Kennedy's death then too, when Kennedy got shot,
A hipper?
because that was '63,
I was 3.
November '63, and because the moon landing,
Yep.
moon landing was in '59. Yeah, see, so you'd have been around for the moon landing, JFK, Challenger, MLK, San Francisco riots. I know Mark was around for San Francisco riots, weren't you? Yeah, right. Like I know all about them. I was, 1963, MLK, I Have a Dream speech, JFK assassination, Coca-Cola released Tab, worst winter since 1947, says Mike. Are you sure it was I Have a Dream?
Didn't work out too good, did it? Did Russ answer our question?
But what's he having for supper?
No.
Oh,
Cut that window.
oh yeah, right. Yeah, see, Mike, because every time I hear about that, so okay, don't take offense to this. I didn't make it, but it's the one thing that sticks in my head is this one: JFK or MLK saying, "I have a dreamsicle." Just saying. No, that's gonna be stuck in your head now, and don't tell me it's not. You see that, Art?
Yeah. It's about all he got.
Oh yeah, we've come such a long way since then. It's gotten worse. Oh, actually, I heard
Yeah.
some scientists having a discussion the other day. They're talking about world, the world and world populations and rise and falls of empires and stuff. Okay, so they were saying that in the rise and fall of the Greeks, the Egyptians, the Romans, all throughout history, whenever uh, gender roles started playing a role in politics, because men wanted to become women, women wanted to be in the workforce and all that stuff. When gender roles started playing, like becoming important in politics, was usually around the same time that the empires fell. The Greeks, the Romans, the Egyptians, right? So basically, what we're looking at right now is the start of the fall of the U.S. as a world power and the rest of the world. Identity politics, yeah, says Mike. Hey, Doug, how's it going?
Hello, Doug. How are you? Hope you're doing good.
Well, Kurt, was Neil really the first one to walk on the moon? Hola, Hector. How's it going, buddy?
No, I was.
We Hector, we still do not have a Spanish translator. We
I,
need to get a Spanish translator for Hector. Of course, the
I'm
U.S.
going
is
to
an
go to
empire.
school.
They're the first world power. They're the biggest world leader there is. And according to everybody else, that's you know American. Everybody has to bow down to everything the U.S. does anyway, isn't it? That's the way they come across. Sorry. If I'm not Neil, I saw a movie about World War II, Germans on the moon. Well, yeah, Nazi zombies on the dark side of the moon, and also, but the thing is if Neil Armstrong was the first to walk on the moon, then how did they get the pictures of him walking on the moon? Who was taking the pictures when he took his first step on the moon?
I did.
Because I doubt very much they had. See, they didn't have selfie sticks back then, so
I used my Fisher Price camera.
and all the controversy about the moon landing is just unbelievable. Like, not controversy. What's the word? Conspiracy theories. Buzz Aldrin took those pictures. Oh, so you're saying Buzz Aldrin was the first one on the moon then? The Moon Ants filmed it. Like, all the controversy behind the moon landing is like the wind blowing the flag. Like who took the pictures? Why are the shadows in different positions from the same angle? Right. What else? Like I know that there's a whole bunch of them. Um, I I know another one was his moon boots, right? Because they're saying, oh well, his moon boots from the suit don't match the ones that are in the soil on the moon, and that one's easily explainable. Yeah, see, like honestly, like okay, who took the picture of him going down the ladder? Because the lunar rover landing was only so big, and they were all three of them were three guys were inside of it. That's how small it was, right? I explained flat Earth to you guys before. I'm not gonna bring it up again. How come there's no stars? Where's all the stars in space? Where are they at? Huh? Why are there no stars?
Because it's cloudy.
And who took that picture? Who took the picture of the rover going down to the surface of the moon? Because weren't they all in the Apollo ship? And then they transferred to the rover, the landing rover, the lander. I can't remember the name of why is the flag waving?
I'm glad I got more important things to do.
Did Stanley Kubrick direct the moon landing? And because NASA actually finally released documents and stuff because of time and everything else. There's a camera on a boom. They lowered that boom, then turned the camera.
Actually, Captain Kirk was up there already. He took
The
the
flag,
pictures.
the flag is waving because it's friendly. It's not waving, it's wrinkling suspended on the pole at the top as well. Is it that God made the earth on a giant scroll saw, so it has to be flat? I can scroll saw stuff that's not flat. Well, no, that's for your flag. Hold on a second. Let me pull that picture back up. So I understand your concept of so there's a pole down the side and there's a pole across the top. But if there's no atmosphere and there's no wind, should it not be just hanging flat? Honestly, it should just drape down flat. There shouldn't be waves in it. I don't care how tightly you had it folded because technically it should have been trifold, like triangular folded, number one, or rectangular folded, which would not explain the the stars area being flat without a crease in the middle of it. Are you saying you're a better scroller than God, John? Well, if you want
I
to put it
am.
that way, if you want to put it that way, Mike,
They wouldn't know the first thing about it.
the picture of the lander was taken by Michael Collins. He didn't go down to the lunar surface. Sprint the freaking quarter, John. Okay, Doug. Just relax. It's wrinkly. It's just wrinkly. It's not wrinkly. That's not how this works, just West.
Ike needs to get back to scrolling.
No atmosphere to stop the movement once started while placing the flag. And then West goes, "Hello, everybody."
Yeah, last
It's waving because it was moving when they planted it. No atmosphere also means no friction to slow the movement. Well, that's what I'm saying, Mike. Somebody opened the studio door. They didn't pay attention to that red light that said "Do not enter," no talking. All right, people. Flat Earth explained. All right, just just pretend this is solid flat, okay? And there's no hole in it. Pretend there's no hole in it, okay? Pretend it's a quarter. It's flat. It's flat, right? Flat, two sided, one, two. Pretend this is a flat Earth. Now, if you take a flat Earth and spin it, it's round. It's round. See, staying. Flat Earth explained. Done. The Earth is not flat. For if it were, cats would have pushed everything off by now. Well, yeah, but the problem is because of the centrifugal force. Because of the centrifugal force, there's nothing to stop the cats don't know where the edge is because centrifugal forces keep them in place, which creates gravity as well. Centrifugal, centrifugal force. It's all explained by science. I'm just saying. The universe is flat. We're already in a black hole. But also, I've read scientific data that the Earth does not, the solar system does not spin like this. That all the planets actually spin spherical in a path, like a corkscrew. Oh, see, there you go, Mark. See, it's not flat, nor is it round. Come on, Nancy, let's have our fun. Nancy, you ruin all our fun. Get to work.
You tell it, Nancy. Dude, I done already had supper, Mark. I had chicken and dumplings.
I can't read the chat. I'm working. Nancy told me to.
Oh, you keep working. Mark said he's waiting on a dinner bell. Doug said, hope the bell tips well for you, Mark.
I'm gonna need
Kurt
scotch
said
tea
dinner
here.
tonight was beef stroganoff.
Uh, it's Friday. I'm having pizza.
I had
I told
chicken and
Carrie. I
dumplings.
told Carrie because I told Carrie because I had to do my show later that I'll eat later.
The beef stroganoff sounds good too. And I got a whole cannon jar full of chicken and dumplings too.
I should get Carrie to make some SOS when we come back. Got to get me some chipped beef because spam just isn't the same.
Chip beef and gravy is good with toast.
Yeah, SOS.
Yeah. Unfortunately, around here, if you want to eat it, you gotta wash it off
Why?
because it got more salt than chip beef in it.
Oh, yeah.
They kind of got carried away like Lay's potato chips do. You know, gotta add
Mike
some
said
potato chips to the salt bag.
Mike said he
Yeah,
had
shit on a shingle. There you go, Doug.
hot dogs and fried onions because I craved them after Richard had them yesterday. He had sauerkraut with his though. Not very much.
uh, I've had 6 hot dogs since yesterday. It's time to take a break. I'm gonna roll the next ones up. Crescent rolls and cheese. Sauerkraut makes me fart. Ah, or uh,
Sauerkraut makes me fart. We were fed that off when I was a kid. Yeah, like I said, I haven't had that so once in a while. And my dad used to make stroganoff all the time too. Stroganoff, SOS, homemade craft dinner. Oh my god, it was the worst. Elbow macaroni and a can of freaking cheese, canned cheese and elbow macaroni. Man, it was the worst.
cheese whiz.
No, no, Campbell's cheese soup. Oh,
Yeah,
hated
that's
it
nasty.
with elbow
Yeah,
macaroni.
I'll pass.
Ah, growing up, we made homemade sauerkraut, and I continue to do so. I don't know, sauerkraut's hard to make though. Well, it's not hard to make. It's pickled everything, right? Kimchi, I don't like kimchi. John, why do you have the other piece under your flour taped to the table? Oh, it's my zero clearance insert because the hole in the scroll saw is probably an inch long and about three quarters of an inch wide, right? This one's only a quarter of an inch hole, a quarter inch hole. So therefore, I can. Um, it's basically my zero clearance insert. It's basically just a piece of acrylic that I cut my line down through the front first, and then had a little hole here. And the thing is, that way my piece it doesn't grab it. So if it grabs, it stays flat. So I got more control over it. Number one. Number two, I won't be because the gap is so big on the table itself is that I can actually run it flat across my acrylic piece here. Just give me a sec, Mark. I can run across my acrylic piece and not have to worry about it bending and breaking in the hole. That makes sense. Hello, Mark.
Aloha.
Hey,
You look like
Mark.
you're busy doing scientific work.
No, I was just answering somebody down there talking about kimchi. Kimchi is good stuff, Maynard. What's the matter with kimchi?
How's it going? You've been busy all week, eh?
Oh man, I've been busy for a month and a half,
Yeah,
maybe 2 months.
unbelievable.
It's
Unbelievable.
things are starting to kind of calm down and slow down and everything else. I haven't been out in the shop working since late August to early September. I've just
Yeah.
been too busy doing other things, catching up on other stuff.
Cool. Oh, Kurt. So for future knowledge, if you don't have a piece of acrylic to put, I basically just tape it on with green tape and it peels right off. You can actually run green painter's tape or masking tape right against your blade. Like I would run a piece on either side and then a piece going this way as well as a zero clearance because of the hole in the bottom of your table. Um, so you can just run tape across there, horizontal and vertical as well. That'll give you zero clearance. Or if you want, just take a piece of pop bottle. Sheree Epper actually showed me this. Take a piece of pop ball and just cut a circle out of it and tape your circle on it, and just put a hole in the center of it for zero clearance. It'll lay down flat. That'll work too. Or press and seal. If you want, just put the press and seal on there. That works too.
Or you can do like me. I've never done it.
Well, yeah, you'd
Too
never.
good.
Well,
I'm
you
just
don't
too
really.
good.
No, you don't really don't cut a lot of small detailed pieces though. That's
I
basically what it's
used
for.
to.
Because of
I
the
used
detailed
to.
pieces. And you were never worried about them falling through the hole.
No, I was just that good.
Art's fingers are just that sticky.
Yeah. Or if you want, just throw a record on there, a vinyl record. That'll work too. It's already got the hole in the middle of it.
I need to cut some vinyl records.
I'm surprised you haven't yet, honestly.
I just haven't got to it. I mean, there are so many things that I want to do. There's not enough hours in a lifetime to do them all.
And honestly, the first one you should do is Trampled Underfoot.
We don't really have a logo.
Well, the logo you guys use on the Trampled Underfoot podcast, right? The Trampled Underfoot logo that you guys put up on your thumbnails.
Yeah.
I would use that. I just cut that out of a vinyl and put that right behind you. And it just don't tell Eloy. Just put it. Change it out with your mustaches on the back there and see if he notices it.
I was just going to say, take a look behind me and tell me where you see I can put anything.
I would just trade it with your mustaches and see if he notices it.
It does change from time to time. Yeah, I've been thinking about cutting that. That would make a neat pattern. That would be fun to do
on a vinyl record. I think it would be awesome.
From that distance, I don't know if you'd be able to see it on a vinyl record.
It'd be black on a white background, though.
Yeah, but that's further back than you think. That's about 10 feet, 10, 11 feet back. So it's, a vinyl record, 12-inch here, but it would look pretty small back there.
I suppose.
But I could cut it on a piece of foam and paint it up. I have always wanted to cut a vinyl record and make a clock out of it. I just haven't gotten there yet.
It's like that. I did one show once where I cut. I took one of my Peter Pan records. I took a record I got from the dollar store from Goodwill, and I photocopied. I scanned in the logo from my Peter Pan record from Disney, and when I cut out Big Ben and Peter Pan and Wendy and Michael and John flying through the air and Tinkerbell, all to scale, and then I put the logo back in place on the record. That's up on my wall, and then I put the original record back in its sleeve because I had four Peter Pan records on the wall with the records. So I get the sleeve. The sleeve is mounted to the wall using those mirror frames, those mirror clips. So I get the four record sleeves on the wall, and the record is halfway out, and I got a push pin through the record, holding it in place. So I got four of them on the wall, and then the second one down is the one I did the Peter Pan and Big Ben logo cut out of.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do my fourth one. I'm gonna do with Hook and TikTok and Smee.
Okay.
I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet.
Yeah, that's my problem. I've got all kinds of things that I want to do. I mean, good grief. I've been wanting to make some micarta and cut that. Linda wants me to take some baked polymer clay blanks, and carve them. There's just all kinds of stuff that I want to do. I just haven't gotten there yet.
Get on it, Mark. Linda
Yeah.
wants them now.
Well, believe me, I have a list. I have
That's like
a
my
list.
list, right?
But like I said, I haven't been out in the shop and worked since either late August or early September because I've had so many other things going on.
That's like my
It's
list.
just
When Carrie wanted me to cut out the air vent covers, so I designed them and cut them. But they're still sitting in my shop, not finished, 2 years later, because she never asked me to finish and install them.
Yeah.
She's asked me to cut them.
Yeah, no, it's cut. Next.
Semantics. It's semantics. You asked me to cut them, so I cut them.
I was in a video conference with one of my channel members. It's been a couple months back now, and he was in his wife's craft room because there was something going on with his shop. He couldn't be on the computer out there, and he started showing me all of these things that he made for her. She wanted this and she wanted that and she wanted the other, and there they sit on the table. So he said, "My half is done." One he made looked really cool. It's like the back end of an old pickup, and it's a straight back shot. So you've got, the rear of the body and then the bed and then the rear wheels, and the bed sticks out from the back of the truck just enough to where he made a bunch of little interchangeable pieces. Like one of them you can set in as a Christmas tree, kind of sitting sideways for her to paint up. And another one is a bunch of Easter eggs and straw that you could set in there for her to paint up and do all this other stuff. He says, I made this about 3 years ago and she still ain't done nothing with it. So he says, my part's done.
Well, it's like the curtain tiebacks that Carrie got me to build. So I built them, and they're actually sitting over by my sanding station. They've been there for a year.
Yeah.
She asked me just to build them.
Yeah, I mean, I've got stuff like that floating around here too. And eventually I do get to them. It's just, I mean, heck, that last spinning wheel I did on your live streams.
Yeah.
It sat in here in a box for 5 years. I got the parts. Dan at the Country Bed Shop, he turned the legs for me because I don't have a lathe, and they sat here for 2 years before I finally it moved up enough on the list to where I could do it. So,
wow.
And now there's 2 other spinning wheels in the mix, and she's still deciding which one she wants me to work on next. Don't know which ones that's going to be, but I'm working through them.
Yep.
So Doug says he's going to take off. He's not feeling well. So have a good night, Doug, and take care of yourself,
Take care, man.
See you, Doug.
So,
well, I finally figured out why John don't get all his stuff done now.
Why?
Sitting around listening to Peter Pan records.
Well,
stop.
Mike says micarta is super rough on your tools. Yeah, I have heard that from several people. And I figure tools are cheap. It's one router bit, maybe 2. So what you got to do now is we got to convince Kurt to get his camera all set up out there so he can get on here and start scrolling with y'all.
Yeah.
Then I can heckle him.
I knew there was a reason behind it.
Well, I heckle Art and I heckle you. Why not?
Oh, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Kurt, also the one advantage to that is that you can ask questions and we can show you like right away. without
Mhm.
having to wait for an answer in the chat, right?
Absolutely. You can get immediate feedback. You know, Art could tell you how he would approach it. John could tell you how he would approach it. And anybody else in here, Charles or whoever. I mean, information exchange is what it's all about. I mean, I'm not a scroller and I learn from these guys all the time.
I want to save all that hair.
It's like we were
God,
talking. We're
all
talking
this
about something
hair.
that you did. One of the the CA glue and painter's tape,
Uh-huh.
right? Because Kurt was asking about that the other day, and he says that he learned it from you, and I
Yeah.
actually pass it on to my channel as well for stacking stuff, right?
Yeah. It works when okay. For certain things, I do not like to use double-sided tape because I've just had bad luck with it.
Yeah.
It works in places where double-sided tape just isn't appropriate for me because I can control it. The thing with double-sided tape is you pull it off the roll and you put it down on the piece or the surface you're attaching it to, and you can burnish it down. But then you're relying on how much pressure you can put down on that piece to attach it. With 2 layers of painter's tape and CA glue, I can burnish it onto both pieces and
Yep.
make sure it's nice and stuck. And then that CA glue fills in any gaps or what have you and sticks the 2 pieces together. It works a
Exactly.
treat. It really does.
I got one of these hairy dogs.
Well,
That's what all these
Lazap,
lines are.
Lazapso, a Puli. A Puli's a hairy dog.
Cavalier.
Hell's a Cavalier.
it's a spaniel, isn't it?
Here.
Yeah, it's a spaniel, Cavalier Spaniel.
When me and Herb looked up one dog, don't ask me which one it was now, but it was the name of it was a weird name, but it was actually what it was is an inbred German Shepherd.
An inbred German Shepherd.
That's what Herb found. He looked it up. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what it said. I was like, all right. An inbred German Shepherd.
Okay.
There's a hairy dog, a Bergamasco.
Well, I was just going by the cuts I gotta do.
Or a
There's
Puli.
no
Oh,
hair.
Yeah, a Puli. I said that. Too. That would be
No
such
hair
a
on the
pain
inside.
in the butt trying to do those. What I see? I saw a video the other day. It was a cross between a German Shepherd and a pug, and I'm like, oh my god, who bred those 2 dogs together?
Well, look at what Doug is doing.
Poms.
They're
Yeah, I
taking
know, they're the same thing.
Pomeranians and Huskies. I mean,
But well, he technically he's using miniature Huskies, so they're closer to the size, right? But like this was
to a
like
point, but
this was like a full size German Shepherd with a pug face on it. It was just the weirdest looking dog. I'm like, what is that?
so long as they don't start messing around with Chihuahuas, so they need to be the size they are.
Oh, can you see a Chihuahua Bull Mastiff? Oh, that'd be the worst.
Yeah, if the Chihuahuas were the size of Dobermans, we'd be in trouble. I still think some Nazi war criminal in Uganda came up with the Chihuahua. Crossed a rat with a piranha and said, sell it to Americans. They'll buy anything.
I sure did because I sell a lot of them.
Mr. Stir Crazy says ankle biters. Yeah.
Yep.
They're nothing
Yeah,
but flea breeders.
but you can flick them off onto the wall.
I mean, I'm a dog person, but
Yeah.
I can live without chihuahuas.
Well, it's like my
I could live.
my dad
I
had
could
two
live
Afghan
without
hounds,
any of
like
them.
like two purebred Afghans. They were just the worst thing. Oh, man. He got them shaved
Mark,
twice a year.
oh, did you see my picture I put up, Mark?
Which one?
The one on the panel chat a little bit ago.
With all of your carvings
Yeah,
finished?
yeah.
Yeah, or not carvings, but your projects.
This thing.
Ah,
I don't have to feed them. I don't have to water them. I don't
Yeah,
have to take them outside. And the best thing is, they don't bark.
you know, if the best dog to have is somebody else's.
yeah,
Yeah, because you can leave.
Mr. Stir Crazy. Oh, what was your name again, buddy? I can't remember your name.
I actually don't like dogs, Mark.
Oh, I'm the dog guy. Everybody knows that one guy. When you go to a party, he's over in the corner playing with the dog and pretty much ignoring everybody. I am that guy.
Well, it's like I. It's not that I despise dogs and cats. It's not that I don't like them. I prefer tortoises, right? And the thing is that it doesn't matter where I go, dogs and cats will always come to me.
Hmm.
I don't know why, but
Yep.
I have this like stupid
That's
because
good.
dogs will bark and stand back and take a stance towards people they don't like. Cats will not go near people they don't like, but yet
Right.
cats and dogs are they're drawn towards me all the time. I don't know why.
I'm
I
the
guess
same way.
they never got the memo.
Yep. When my stepson got married, the reception was held at his aunt and uncle's house, at her, excuse me, her aunt and uncle's house. Big, nice place, swimming pool, huge backyard, nice patio. And I spent the entire thing playing with their Jack Russell Terrier. That was a cool dog.
Okay, break time. Hair's over. Well, I've just been bit too many times. I just don't want them around me. When you have to beat up a dog so it'll let go, that was enough for
Well, I
me.
mean, that's down to the owner, to the trainer.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
for the most part, yeah, I like dogs. I don't
I mean,
mind cats. I don't really get attached to cats. It really has to be a special cat and have really a special personality. But I don't hate any animal. So
I sure don't like skunks.
I can well see I leave a skunk alone. There's no problem. Uh, cats to me are just kind of there. All right, fine.
See, I had a cat once. I let it out when I went to work, and I let it in when I went to bed.
Yep.
That's the best cat to have.
Well, the best cat to have is your neighbor's. You can pet it when you want to, and then it goes home.
Not always.
Well,
Might get stuck with it.
you're not supposed to feed it.
I don't. I don't feed any animal. I only feed one animal.
Yeah.
Me. And
Now,
birds, they're just noisy. Oh my god.
Larry says he likes ferrets. Now, my youngest granddaughter, she had ferrets, and she just loved the hell out of those things. Of course, they both, went to meet their maker because they don't live very long. But yeah, she loved
All
her
right, Mike.
ferrets.
Take care, man.
See you, Mike.
Yeah, Billy's gonna go eat. Uh, see, fairies just they get that they get those scent glands. They freaking put their scent over everything. It just I don't know. Hey Adele, how's it going? What? Nancy's on?
Hi,
Oh, yeah, it's Friday
Dale.
night. See, I lost track of my days too. It's Friday night. Nancy's on right
Yeah,
now. What?
Nancy's going to do a Chevy truck model.
It's tonight. I totally
Yeah, it's
forgot.
tonight.
Nancy, I'm sorry. I didn't forget about you. I just forgot about it. I
I
forgot
flaked.
today was Friday. I'm sorry, even though I've been saying Friday all day.
I flaked.
Mastering the art, building the classic 55 Cameo pickup model. All right, here's copy paste. Here's Nancy's link for anybody that's going to go over there.
Well, shoot, Mark,
Thanks, Adele.
yesterday,
Oh, by the way, thanks for lurking. By the way, not mentioning you were here.
John was on, during the day, and I was like, I couldn't remember what day it was. I thought it was Saturday. Not used to being on during the week.
Yep. Same here. Well, it's been a wild winter, wild fall
What?
and winter.
Oh,
What winter?
I can't believe Angela's over there too. Angela's over there. Oh my God.
Adele says, been here since you started, but got to go show her some love. I'll just leave you running. Okay.
Well, yeah, I know, Adele. Jeez, you got to say, hey, that you're here, so we know you're here, and not just lurking in the background. You can ask all kinds of cool questions and stuff.
Yeah, I guess I'll do a couple more. Oh,
I'm dreading sanding these now.
Yeah, just get stuck into it and find your moment of zen, John. It's not that I like sanding, I just don't mind it.
No, it's just because these are so fragile.
Mm-hmm. Well, when I'm sanding, I'm usually, I don't do a lot of hand sanding. I do some when it's appropriate. But when people hear a sander turn on, they will leave you alone because they're afraid you're going to put them to work.
Yeah.
So, and when I'm sanding, I'm thinking about other stuff. That's when I'm, it's kind of sort of like mowing the lawn. I'm alone with my thoughts. I engineer stuff in my brain and try to figure out what I'm going to do this week or next week or what have you.
Yeah,
And
you love
people
mowing the
hear
lawn,
that
though.
motor, they leave you alone because they know I'm going to hand them a rake. Here, follow me.
Gee, these stems are just so frail. Look, I can open it up and close it. Open and close. It's like a mouth. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. No, I'm dreading nose breaking on me, though.
That's going to look nice.
I'm just hoping that they look like carnations. And then I get the crayon fill them. Oh. Art, I think your thing's gonna crap out on you. Get right away.
what's that?
Your camera was just doing some weird stuff.
It was?
Yep.
It was.
Those look like carnations, Mark. They look like carnations, right? They better look like carnations.
Yeah. As far as I can tell, yeah. That first one there, the one that's just barely starting to open,
that one,
that one especially looks like a carnation. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. That's a carnation.
And once I crayon fill them, they're gonna look awesome.
There you go.
Hopefully.
If it gets that far.
Oh, stop.
I speak the truth.
Lies. They're all lies. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Larry says, well, got to charge my phone. Good night. Stay safe. Blessed prayers for everyone.
All right, Larry. Take
Yeah,
care.
Larry.
Man.
Have a good one, Larry.
Like I said, I won't be here tomorrow. Well, I might be on tomorrow night, but because I'll spend enough time with Carrie in the truck. But I'll definitely be on Sunday and Monday. Yeah, 4.5 hours down, 4.5 hours back. Spend time with my son at his place, dropping the grandkid off, and then going to see a friend. I might stop by and see Ken Spencer tomorrow too. Look at that. I might stop by and see Ken Spencer at the market.
We'll see next week sometime.
Yeah.
Ah, 2 for 1. Oh.
You don't have to do a lot of sanding on this. Just get the finish off. That's it. Paint it, stick to it. Primer and paint, stick to it. Knock the edges down. Okay. So, do you pre-plan like big projects? Do you see like last year? Last year, I wanted a big project to do. Like this could take it like a year to do in sections and stuff like that, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I did the German spinning thing, right?
The
Which is not
Christmas
done yet.
pyramid.
Yeah, the Christmas pyramid. So it's not done yet though. But I started that in August apparently. Apparently I started that. No, I started Nancy's in August, but I started that in June, I think it was.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah. So, but for next year, I'm thinking about doing a clock, a wooden clock, right?
With me, I try to break it up into smaller projects. I don't have the room basically for a big, huge project. Like that last spinning wheel, that was a big project for me. Usually it's something along the lines of a wall hanging, a cutting board, something along those lines.
Like how long did it take you? How long did it take you to do your resin pirate?
That whole thing from the beginning of the design to it was finished and I gave it away, that was, I want to say, about 3 months. But most of that was in design and doing repetitious vector work.
Yeah.
When I actually mounted it on the machine and started carving, that was 6 days.
And most of that was taken up by drying time.
Yeah,
Right?
most of that was pouring the resin, letting it cure overnight, take it out the next morning, put it back on the machine, do the next carve, bring it back in.
And
that was my very first multicolored resin pour, and it was 15 different colors. And even some of the pros said that was too much to take on for your first project. That was way too ambitious. Yeah. And I was like, oh no, man, that was fun.
Yeah.
But see, I wasn't learning the machine. I already knew the machine. I was just learning to work with the resin. And that was pretty straightforward. I didn't have any mistakes with the resin, thankfully. But I'm one of those weird people that actually believe the manufacturers listen to what they say and read their instructions. So that might have had something to do with it. But
now, did you have to take into account your altitude and humidity and everything else too, though.
Yes, that's why I did all the pours in the house in a climate controlled environment where the temperature never got below 70 degrees.
Okay.
And I've got a big a big epoxy project that I want to do right now. I've got everything to do it right now, but I'll have to wait until summer when I've got that environment, because this is going to be a long process
Oh, okay.
that's going to have to go in the pressure pot, and it's going to be in the pressure pot for a few days while it cures. So it can't get below 70 degrees.
Is it a deep pour though, or?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a 2-inch deep pour.
Okay.
I'm going to be casting a big blank and then making Linda a serving platter out of it.
Well, you ruined it, Mark. Now I never know.
Well, now everybody's going to be going, The thing is,
Now they'll be wait for it.
it'll be 14-inch diameter. So
stay tuned for the summertime when Mark reannounces his awesome project he's doing for Linda.
Well, I make it no secret. I mean, I don't have any secrets coming up.
Oh, I know.
That I can think of anyway.
But if you head on over to Mark Lindsay CNC right now, like and subscribe, hit that all notification, you'll find out when it happens.
Yeah. And you'll also see that the last video I put out was in August.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That's when I added my lean-to shed and ran the compressor and dust collector outside. Everything else has been live streams on Sundays.
Oh, so I know we were talking about Linda doing videos. Did you convince her to start something up?
Nope, she's not interested.
Well, I thought the last time we talked to her about it, she wanted to.
I think she said that so everybody would leave her alone right then.
Oh, well, geez, really? What a cop out.
She told me that if I wanted to set up a camera over her loom, see, the thing is, she's not doing anything on the loom right now. Oh. She told me that if I wanted to set up a time-lapse camera over her loom, she was fine with that. But, and then I said, well, what about doing some voiceover? She says, well, there's not much to say. Here I am throwing it to the left. Here I am throwing it to the right. Yeah. Repeat as necessary, And I go, okay, well, so, maybe we'll do something with that. But she did post a video of herself spinning on the wheel that I did on your live streams. And that was the last thing she posted.
Oh, okay.
So
silver camera if you want. I don't care.
Yeah, that's basically it. She's just not interested. She every once in a while I'll head off. Her computer's in our bedroom. Every once in a while I'll head off down the hallway and talk to her a little bit, and she'll, hey, I got 2 new views on my video. I'm like, cool. So. Oh, she just popped in. She says, I'm currently knitting a sock.
Hi, Linda. Hi, Linda, over on Facebook. How's it going?
Hi, Linda.
You should film that.
I don't know if you can see what John is making right now, but he's doing 3 carnations, and he's going to be filling all those voids with crayon, melted crayon. It's going to look pretty cool. She says, hey, John. Hey, Art.
Hi, Linda.
And we ain't forgot Art's cookies. She's just taking a break from baking right now.
I wasn't even worried about it, Mark.
Well, I am, because I want some too.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, but you can't eat any until I get it.
Hide and watch. Somebody's got to taste test them, make sure they're worthy of sending across the country.
No. See, when I get them, When I get them, we'll get on John's live and we'll taste them together.
Ah,
Okay, well they may be different batches, but yeah, I can probably arrange that.
Oh, really? You ain't waiting.
well, then maybe I should
Well,
get
no, I'm
those.
not gonna wait.
That's what I meant.
I gotta go. I gotta go down and get those coffee crisp bites for you. Then send those to you.
Okay.
Not you.
Yeah,
Oh, well, fine. Fine. Be that way.
yeah,
See if I send you any more bacon.
we have one grocery store here that has a very small international section. And their international foods consist of candy and beverages from other countries. So you get some from the UK, there's some from South Africa, there's some from Canada, and a few other places. But I was buying coffee crisps left and right. And one day she said, these are really good, you think? I go, oh, yeah, hell yeah, they're really good. And I gave her a bite of mine. She goes, oh, that is good. And after that, she's become the coffee crisp fiend just like me.
Ah,
So, yeah, she said she made close to 8 dozen, so she's kind of cookied out right now. She'll be baking more later. Okay.
Good
cookied out.
Lord. 8 dozen. I'd have had
8
them
dozen.
gone already.
That's nothing. Oh, hey, Mishi. I seen
That
who
means
was it?
she
I think it was my sister-in-law. I think she made 36 dozen
Yeah, but that was
in a weekend.
along. But she also did pies. She also
Yeah.
did bread. She baked a lot of various things over the course of 4 days.
You know why she had to make 8 dozen, John?
Because Mark
Because
eats
of
6.
no,
Yeah.
I ate about one. I ate about
At
one.
a-
Now I will admit that I had more than my fair share of shortbread, but
See,
I
he
only
just
get
said he
shortbread
ate
right around this
1/4
time of year. Mitchie says she's not able to work much. She's working hard on sweater. Or she's not able to chat much. She's working hard on sweaters. Yeah, I know how that is. You get your hands busy on something, you can't stop
So,
the type.
Mishi, did you get all your Christmas projects done that you wanted to get done for? Because you were working on them before Christmas. So, did you ever get them all completed? And did you get my package yet? Did it come in?
Yeah, Linda's finishing up the last half a sock for her son. And then that's the last Christmas package to go out. They know that theirs is late and they're fine. But everybody else got theirs. Mitchie says no and no.
Okay.
No and no.
I'm sure you'll tell me when it comes in, but you should have it right away. I'm surprised it's not there by now.
She says she's going to do a crochet marathon tonight. Okay.
Oh, you're gonna pull an all nighter, are you? You going live? You going on video for that? I can't stay up for all of it.
I can.
Now, that is not a team player attitude, John.
I can
I
stay up,
know.
Nietzsche.
But I also
She
gotta.
says the office is
gotta-
closed till Tuesday.
No,
I can
I also
stay
gotta.
on for Tuesday.
I also got a 4.5 hour drive each way. So I got a 9. I'm driving 9 hours tomorrow too. So
Yeah, it's good for you. Builds character.
yeah, I'm not gonna pull an all nighter though. I'll tell you that right
Oh,
now.
okay. Yeah.
Art's like, well, just Carrie drive. I'm like, well, yeah, but she Carrie doesn't like highway driving. though. There's a difference, right? Like she'll drive in the city without a problem. Just highway driving, she's like,
Mitchie says, no, I have to actually work on this. I'm afraid if I go live, I won't get stuff done. Gee, does that happen?
never
Yeah, I
happens.
won't
I don't know, no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, does that happen? Really?
I won't bother you. I'll just watch.
Nancy gets stuff done on her live.
Yeah, but Nancy's weird that way.
Yeah,
She
likes to
can do
complete her
it. But
project.
people ask me why I don't do the CNC stuff live. It's because I know I won't get anything done. I know what I got to do. And if I stop to answer questions or talk about it, it's going to take 11 hours to do a 2-hour job.
I stayed up with Wes one night till 7 in the morning.
Well, John did a 25-hour marathon for 250 subscribers, and I wasn't here for all of it, but I tried to be here as much as I could.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
didn't
you
know
did.
any of you did, Mark.
Do what?
You
I
didn't know
didn't
us
know
then.
any of you did.
Back when I had a
I
small
was.
channel.
What year was that? Remember?
That was
That
that was
was
last year.
last year, yeah.
Yeah, that was last year.
That must have been right before I met all of you.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
I think Charles was the first person I met when I went to. I seen his live on YouTube, and I thought, let me see what he's scrolling. And then I've been here ever since.
Yep.
I had a few delays here lately, but I'm back.
Yeah, you was doing, let's see.
I was doing healthcare.
No, you were working on big projects and portraits though when you first got on.
Yeah, that was
Before
before
you
I got into this.
Yeah.
Then I found this and found out they sell like hotcakes, so I'm going to make a ton of them. Matter of fact, this is my sixth one done today. I got 5 more to go.
Yeah, and last year you did another marathon where you carved the turkey.
Yeah, that was last year's Thanksgiving. But I
Mhm.
did 20-hour live start to finish.
Yep.
Well, I'll be waiting for your next long one so I can hang out with you the whole time.
And that
I'll be the
was
trooper.
yeah, that was broken up over three videos.
Yeah, on well, it was one video on YouTube, but 3 videos on Facebook.
Well, it's 3 videos on your channel. I'm looking at them now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. The turkey was broken up. I may be wrong here. I thought it was 3 videos. Yeah, it was 3 videos.
Yeah, because when because I ended up breaking it up on YouTube because of Facebook.
Yep. Okay. Well, let's see.
Well, Mishi, I'll come hang out with you all night and I'll watch you crochet. I ain't got nothing to do. I do what I want when I want now. I sleep when I want. I get up when I want.
Okay, I must have passed it
Which one?
because now I'm back to 2 years ago. Yeah, I must have passed. I was looking for the 25-hour marathon. See how many videos that was.
It was 3. I think it was 3. Yeah, it was 3.
Okay, I'm back into 2 years ago. Okay.
Oh, I can tell you when I did it. Let me pull up my thumbnails.
Well, no, you don't have to stop what you're doing. I'm
Oh,
fine.
it's fine. It's not
I
like
like
I'm
I
really doing
like
anything right.
going back and scrolling through and see what was going on. You know what I mean?
See, Mark, that's just an excuse for him to
Oh,
quit.
stop it! I wanted a cigarette anyway.
Oh, come on. How many times have I seen you cut with a cigarette in your hand?
All the
Or
time.
do anything else? Okay,
Yeah,
you
there's
don't.
Sonic and Tails.
Well, that's what I'm doing now. I don't cut and smoke.
There was the owls,
Thumbnails.
the dragons, car hauler, gingerbread house from last Christmas.
250. 2021.
Now that I did see that.
July.
July of 2021, was it?
Hi, Jeannie.
Yep.
Wow. So I didn't
That's
go
when I made
back
my
far
thumbnail.
enough. I thought I passed it.
Oh, so it was 2 years ago. Yeah, it was 2 years ago then. 2.5 years ago.
Yeah, I thought I went past it.
Jeannie's here, John.
Hello, Jeannie. How you
Little
doing,
Jeannie.
See, I can keep track of the chat while I smoke.
What's that?
All right. I'll stay up with you all night.
I may do a try a pop out live later if I get tired. Art may call on you, then offer you can do one to chat. Well, for sure.
Yeah. I'm a night owl. Ooh, ooh.
Jeannie's like, "Hi, John."
You don't see that when Robin does that. Oh.
I don't know. I think that Bear Mountain panel portrait
Hi,
is cool.
JJE.
Very cool. Ornamentolas and other stuffs.
Oh, I can't believe I only got 5 left. Wow.
Only
That's
5?
5 left. That out of 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mishi, it's actually nice, like to do a pop up live like that and have people join you, just try and keep you awake.
Yeah,
Like
I'll
when I did
keep
my
you awake.
when I did my 26-hour show, it was Jerry was here the whole 26 hours.
Yeah.
You were here for Mark. I'm pretty sure you were here for probably 6 hours, like on and off, like at night and in the morning and in the afternoon as well.
Well, I came on camera with you for about 6 hours. Yeah, but I was out in the chat for off and on. I mean, just when I could.
Well, John, you decide when you
There
want
it
to
is.
ever do that again, and I'll stay the whole time with you.
Well, yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's like the last time I did that all nighter one, where you would stay with me too.
Yeah, I did, and I
But I had to
stayed
get
with
that.
Wes.
I had to
Was
get that
me and
wedding.
Wes.
I had to get
Yeah,
that wedding
that
sign
wedding
done for the
sign.
morning.
Yeah.
So she was
What was
picking up
it?
at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I finished it at 8:45.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm looking at it now. I'm in the thumbnail of part 3 of that 25-hour live.
Yeah. Oh, that was before I did a lot of thumbnails too, right?
Yeah. There's me, Shay, Charles, Doug. I don't know who that is in between us. Jason Rogers
Jeannie saying hi, Mark.
and then John in the top left corner.
Oh,
Let me get back over
channel.
here. And hi, Jeannie.
I don't want to do this one again. I just did it. I'm gonna save it. See, Mark, I ran off two. I ran off 2 of everything. So the 19 is actually, 9. Only 9 dogs. I'm gonna switch to the beagle. I'm gonna switch to the
Okay.
beagle
All right.
because
That'll work.
the cavalier was next, and I just did it. I don't want to do it again. Change it up.
Sounds pretty weak to me, but okay, whatever you want to do. It's your story. You tell it any way you want to.
Listen to you, Mr. Strothall.
I mean, you got to get it done, right?
Oh, they'll be done.
Might as well do it while it's fresh in your brain. Muscle memory. Sure, have it your way.
Okay. I always do. I always get it my way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I should still finish up those gardenias too, right?
Yeah. A lot of stuff. Oh.
So yeah. You're on part 3. So it's Doug, you, Shay, Jason Rogers, and then Charles.
Yeah. I wasn't certain that was Jason.
Yeah, well,
I recognize the alien and
the Punisher.
Yeah, I recognized the Punisher in the background, but I was like, was that Jason? Who was that did that? It's been 2 years.
Yeah.
I mean, I have trouble remembering what I had for dinner last night. Trying to get me to remember anything from 2 years ago. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't even remember yesterday.
That's what
I know when I first when I pan over the video, it's me, Dennis, Doug, Um, Billy. I can't see who's in the center one. Jerry's in the bottom. Oh, I guess I could play it to find out who's in there.
Actually, Mark, I do remember
I think that was only
yesterday.
that was only 4.5 hours long. Oh, Jason Rogers, Shay, Billy, Doug, and Dennis, and then Russ. Because I think Jerry was in the background, just with the audio.
Yeah. He did that a lot. He still does.
But then I did do a whole run through. I did a run. I did a run through of all the projects all at once. Oh, and I pull it up right as Mark Lindsay's logo's right there too.
Wonder how many dogs I could get done in 21 hours. Huh. I'd have to buy a lot of wood.
Man,
Now, what kind of wood are you using on those, Art?
I still got a lot of those.
Poplar?
I can't hear you.
This is poplar.
Poplar?
Poplar? Okay.
Yes, sir.
It's the popular choice.
That's right.
Art.
Well, I don't want to use that cheap pine.
No, for what you're doing, I would probably agree with using poplar.
I like the colors I get sometimes. You know, you've seen the dark ones.
Oh, yeah.
And you've seen the multicolored ones, but they're hard to find sometimes. So I usually might have to take just what they have.
Well, poplar's a funky wood that way. I've seen everything from absolutely pure snow white down to bruise black, blue, and purple.
Now I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can see this.
Within the same foot of the board, you know.
I don't know if you can see this, but I'm going to try to.
Let's hit that flame box elder too, right?
There you go.
If you see that? You see that black streak through there?
Yep.
Well, it's not
green,
really
isn't it?
black.
It's green.
It's more of a greenish brown.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
that's what I like about it too.
But see, the rest of it is white.
Yeah. Yellowish, whitish. Yeah. Well, that's why poplar is used so much for painted woods, is because it's got inconsistent colors.
Yeah, but
and
that's actually what I like about it, because it has character to it, and adds to your portraits and stuff, right?
Right, for what you're doing, yes. But I mean, in furniture building and what have you, poplar's used a lot for like legs, the real short, stubby legs on couches. And it's used a lot for frames for upholstered furniture, just because they don't have to take extra time to make it look pretty. So they can just cover it up. That's it.
On this piece of poplar, it was totally all brown.
Yeah.
Which I liked. It really looked good compared to the white.
Poplar is also the collective name for several different woods. It may be cottonwood. It could be, there's like, oh God, I don't remember, like 20 or 30 different species of poplars, and every one of them has their own characteristics and the mineral content of the soil it's growing in. It makes a big difference too.
And so, you know, I don't plan or put them on there the way the colors are.
Yeah, you just put them on.
Put them on. But this one come out kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a Chihuahua.
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 From WKRP in Cincinnati. Good old Les Nesmond. Hey Les, what do you call that little Mexican dog? Oh, the Chihuahua. Yeah, that one. And that famous golfer, Chai Rodriguez.
I'm still looking for that piece with the nice dark green and white and brown all together. That would look cool right straight across the dog.
Sounds like you're talking about a camouflage uniform. Connie says she loves to work with poplar. Yeah, poplar is one of the softest hardwoods out there.
Mark, I cut out. It quit on me again. I didn't
Wel-
hear all of what you started with.
Welcome back, Art.
You were
no,
about 4 words in, and it went poof.
now Connie said that she loves to work with poplar, and all I was saying was that poplar, there's probably 30 or 40 different varieties of poplar, and you can end up with whatever from whichever tree they happen to cut, because like even cottonwoods are considered a poplar, and they will cut that into lumber, and you might be getting cottonwood, you might be getting one of the other varieties of poplar.
Hello,
Well, like
Art, Connie.
my brother-in-law is a lumberjack, and he cuts a lot of firewood, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this one day he took a picture of this freaking flame box elder.
Mm-hmm.
He split it open. He goes, "What am I gonna do with this?" I'm like, "Ah, just hold on to it. I'll take it. I'll come
Yep.
out. I'll drive to Gold. I'll drive the 13 hours to Gold and then pick it up for me. I'll just throw it right in my truck." He goes, "Nah, I'm not gonna hold on to it. I'm just gonna burn it." So he split it, he cut it, split it, and freaking put it in his firewood pile. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
It was purples and reds and blues, like all. It was like the most gorgeous freaking wood. I could have done so much with that.
There was a
Now
guy
that's firewood. That's firewood. I'm gonna burn it. I'm like,
there was a guy here in town. I saw the ad on Craigslist. Free firewood U-Haul, and you look at the pictures. He'd cut down, probably a 60-year-old walnut tree, and cut everything into 12 to 15-inch lengths. And it's like, dude, if you would have called this one tree service, they'd come pick it up. They'd buy it from you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I know a guy here in town. He started with a little Wood-Mizer LT15, and he has a friend who runs a tree service, and the friend would call him up, "Hey, I'm going to be cutting this maple down. Do you want it?" And he'd send him pictures, and yeah, I want that, or no, that's too small, I can't use it, something like that. And he started cutting and drying lumber, just urban logging, and selling that lumber to a couple of suppliers. He works for a lumber yard, so he would sell what he couldn't sell to people himself. He'd sell it to the lumber yard. Within 2 years, he had that little LT15 paid off and bought an LT35 cash. And within another 3 years, he had paid off. He not only had that LT35 paid off because he bought it with cash, he sold it to the lumber yard he was working at, or he still does work at, and bought an LT50, their top of the line. And he still follows this tree service around, and whenever they get a big catalpa or cherry or something like that, he's right there cutting lumber and sells a lot of it to the lumber yard. Makes good money at it too. Not bad for a side gig.
Yeah.
Yeah, Linda's talking about, I can't find it. I have a little piece of it here that I finished, but I can't find it. We were stationed over in Hawaii. There was a Kamani branch that blew out during a storm. The guy down the road from us cut it up into lengths for firewood, and then ended up he didn't want it, so I grabbed as much of it as I could, and I've been making projects out of it here. It's gorgeous stuff.
All these exotic woods that are exotic to us, but it's like pine to them, and they don't care. They just cut it and burn it. Like, oh, what are you doing?
Yeah,
because they got firewood. A plentiful supply.
I know, it just drives me nuts, though.
Well,
I've got some chunks of koa. I got some chunks of koa wood that way. I mean, they're not very big, but I can put them into something. I don't know where
Oh,
that Kamani went to. I have a piece of Kamani here that I finished years ago, sanded and top coated. No, I don't know where it
So,
is.
I remember talking to Jason McKee down in Australia, and he was saying that it's so hard. It's hard for them to get pine and cedar and oak. It's so expensive for them. Like
Yeah,
they can't get it, but
yeah.
yet babinga and even cypress wood is
Hmm.
like pine to them. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I would love to have some of it, like just growing out in my backyard. Just go out and cut it down, right?
Yeah. Well, you look at some of the stuff that they make decks out of, they consider it junk wood, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
I know.
Like Jara and Rimu and things like that. And you're looking at it and going, oh my God, I'd love to get my hands on it. And, you know, but it's so expensive to ship, you wouldn't be able to afford it if it got here.
And what would be cheaper, going down there and buying some and making some stuff out of it and shipping it back, or
What would be cheaper would be shipping the finished article because
yeah,
lumber takes up a lot of space. There isn't a
yeah.
cheap way to transport lumber.
yeah, sea container. I don't know. I just had sea container's flat rate though, isn't it? Just fill up a sea container like Jenga blocks and ship it.
Yeah, but the price you pay to ship that container, it's not. It just turns out not being worth it. You know, when you pay so many $1,000 to ship a container, you can't get enough wood in there to make it worth your while. You'd have to sell it for like $40 a board foot.
Well, yeah, but you fill the empty space with opals, though, right? Like with Australian opal.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, if you, sure, shove anything full of diamonds and it's worth it, but you know,
Mr. Crazy says I used to order redwood slabs to make tables with, but got too spendy. Oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it is. A lot of the sources of redwood, some of the sources have dried up, literally, but they have been plantation growing redwood for a while now. But generally speaking, that's smaller trees. They harvest them when they're about 18 inches in diameter, and that's mainly for construction material. They still use a lot of, most of the fences in California are made out of redwood, and a tree doesn't have to be very big to cut fence pickets out of.
See, like when I was in the city, I went to Winter Plywood in the city, and I was looking at slabs there, and I'm like, oh, 24 grand.
Mhm.
Oh, it's a nice slab, but that split up the middle, just no, no, I'm not spending 24 grand on on a 6-inch slab with a split in the middle of it. Now I know you can, you cut down the middle and reverse mirror them, and then cut them again and mirror those. Like you can get two nice, really nice, tables out of them, but
Mhm.
not for 24 grand with a split up the middle. I would prefer if it didn't have a split in the middle of it, though.
But
But
when you're getting 35 grand for that table, you
yeah,
know, or 40 grand for that table. Yeah, Mr. Stir Crazy, I've still got a little bit of redwood burl here that I'm going to do
I'm,
something with eventually. I don't know
I'm
what.
definitely gonna want. I'm gonna want it sold before I buy that, though.
Well, true. Well, John, you just got to decide which arm and which leg you want to keep.
Yeah, that's
Pay
the
the other
problem,
one.
right? Carrie, we gotta get a good loan from the bank. For what?
Piece of
For
wood.
this, for this piece of wood, yeah.
Gotta buy a piece of wood that I'm too lazy to go out and cut a tree down for.
And you know the sad part of it is, John, 15 years ago they couldn't give that wood away. If it wasn't
I know.
clear and straight grain, it ran through the chipper. You know, it's like when we lived in Hawaii, um, we found the area there on the airfield, or every time the post engineers went around and had to take down a tree or they cleaned up storm damage or something like that, we found where they dumped all those trees. And I mean, there's eucalyptus, there's avocado, there's Kamani, there is coconut. I mean, you name the tree. Mango's beautiful wood, and it was all laying there just going to rot. If I'd have had access to a sawmill, I could have made a fortune over there. But that was 30 years ago, and I was much younger. Now I'm too old for that crap. I still think there's probably our backyard neighbor has a probably 100-year-old walnut tree in their backyard. It half hangs over our backyard. And I always said, man, if that tree ever has to go, I call dibs on the trunk. Now, I don't think I'll want it because I wouldn't know what to do with it. I don't have the tools. I don't have the equipment to move it. And it's like, no, that's needs to be somebody else's headache. I'll put it this way, Art. You and I would not be able to reach around that trunk and touch hands. It's that big.
I
It's
believe you.
huge.
I believe you.
Friggin' tree huggers.
Yeah. I'll hug it. That's how you measure the girth.
Oh, Robin's back. Well, yeah, you still see the old pictures of the logging in BC with the 12-foot round trees, like the 12-foot trunks, the 20-foot trunks,
Oh, yeah.
the 30-foot half split timber on the
Yeah.
back of on a flatbed, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't see, there's no trees like that around anymore.
Oh, they're around. They're around. We live not very far from them, as a matter of fact. In
Well,
the
they're
great grand
protected
scheme
though.
of things.
Like you're talking like
Oh,
the
yeah.
redwood forest and stuff. Yeah, they're
But
protected now.
but that's what I mean when I say the sources are drying up, because a lot of storms go through. There's a lot of storm damage, and erosion happens, and trunks and stumps and things like that get washed out to sea. Well, they get washed back up on shore. And in California, it is legal. You have to get a permit. But in California, it's legal to go down onto the beach with equipment and haul that stuff out of there.
Oh yeah, because it'd be driftwood, right?
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
In Oregon, no commercial collection of wood is allowed at all. If you want to take some and you can carry it, go right ahead. But you cannot take any equipment down onto the beach to take it out with.
Wow.
So
That's
you're
like
left with whatever you can pick up and carry.
That's like that bog. Well, they call it bogwood. It's the
Bog oak, yeah.
Timbers from what are those? When they used to put log jams, timbers from the log jams that sank.
Mhm. Sinkers, yeah.
Yeah, and those are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars now. And I'm like, it's a log that sank. Like it couldn't have
Mhm.
been that good to begin with. But now, they're bringing them back up from the bottom of lakes and stuff, and you know, drying them out, and then using preservatives or resin to stabilize them, and selling them off at like hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm like, that's unbelievable. It was
Well,
rotten wood to begin with. That's why they didn't care about them.
well, no, they just started sinking. They just became waterlogged and just sunk.
Yeah, but what I'm saying though is that like 40 years later, somebody's like,
Mhm.
oh, this wood's worth something now.
Well, some of it is 100 to 200 years old, and it's all old growth. So the grain structure is different than what you're getting now. That's what makes it
Yeah.
valuable. Like cypress isn't really that valuable of a wood, but sinker cypress is because of the grain patterns and everything else.
What was that documentary? I think the documentary I was watching was on some of the sinkers in in the Amazon in the rainforest, right? I can't
Mhm.
remember what kind of wood it was,
Yeah.
but they were pulling up 12, 15 foot around timbers that were sank there years
Mhm.
and years, like 40 years ago, right? But
Yeah.
yeah, old growth wood.
Have you ever
Oh,
taken a close look at bog oak?
no, not that I could say.
Bog oak is not a specific species of oak, but it's an oak tree that basically fell down and has been buried in a peat bog for sometimes hundreds and sometimes thousands of years. And the low oxygen conditions of that peat bog protects the wood and it doesn't decay. But the peat is acidic and it reacts with the tannin in the wood and makes the whole log turn almost black, but very, very dark gray, almost to a coal black. And that's all the way through the tree. And it's real expensive stuff. I mean, real expensive stuff. But yeah, it's gorgeous stuff too. And then you get down around New Zealand where you have the ancient kauri. The kauri trees, more kind of sort of the same as the bog oak. They fell and they've been buried for years, either in volcanic soil or in some cases in peat. And it doesn't change the color of the wood, but some of them have been buried for up to 50,000 years.
Wow.
And they're finding these gigantic logs, and it's worth it to them to get out there with excavators and what have you and dig these things up and saw it into lumber. But some of this stuff is 50,000 years old and it's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'd love to get my hands on some, but again, it's shipping from New Zealand. That makes it even more expensive.
Oh yeah, that plus, what are you gonna do with it? Oh, I'll figure that out after.
Yeah. Well, I'll put it to you this way. You could, if you got enough kauri wood, a big enough piece to just rough cut a guitar body out of it, you could sell it for several $100s. You wouldn't have to do anything else, just rough cut it.
Yeah.
Some of these things are huge. You're talking 15, 16-foot diameter trunks.
Okay, so there's my carnations. Ooh.
Looking good.
But I gotta let them dry because
Yeah.
they're wet from the see, because even just laying them on my backers, my backers are getting wet from them. So I gotta hang these to dry.
Now,
Where am I
what
gonna
did you
hang these to dry?
use? Was that like a naphtha or something, or did you just water?
Just standard paint thinner. Well, I can't do
Oh,
that.
paint thinner. Okay, minerals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just paint
Okay.
thinner. Yeah, so it got the backers wet, so I gotta
Mhm.
let them dry.
Yeah.
So these gotta dry, but I gotta hang. I can't really hang them because if I hang them, then they'll dry all warpy, right?
Yeah.
I
So you
can't
got to
leave
lay
them,
them out on your table, leave them flat.
but I can't leave them flat though because then the backs will stay wet. But I can do that. Just lay them on a plate. That'll work. Then they'll stay half flat. Then both sides will dry at the same time. Oh, paper towel.
All
Why did you
right.
stick them on paper towel? That'll work. Jeez, idiot.
Oh, I got to do a
Well,
little
sure, if
maintenance
you want to
here.
do it that way.
Yeah, I'll just do it the easy way. Put them on paper towel and put them on a flat surface, which would be my saw. Oh, I can stick them in sawdust too. I got enough sawdust here. I can just dry them out with that too.
Little maintenance work.
Hey, Carmen.
Hi,
Carmen.
Carmen.
See there, they're drying on. See, I'm telling you, I could have just cut those out just like that. They would have been fine.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it would have been fine.
yeah. I got to give a shout out to Mr. Stir Crazy's Arts and Crafts. I mean, if you're interested in miniatures, do check it out. He's got some cool looking projects
Oh
over there.
yeah, they're freaking awesome.
I wonder has
Kits.
anybody showed
Well,
this
a
to
lot of them
Nancy?
kits though.
Nancy likes to do miniatures, and
All right, let's
Mhm.
try this again.
Yeah, he was on. I think it was. You were on here last weekend, I think, too. And when Nancy was here, and we told Nancy to go check out his page.
oh, okay, good.
Yeah, and I actually shared his link in here.
Yeah, that's some cool stuff.
Oh, Amanda's on now too. Last huddle of the year, she says. I doubt that.
Howdy, Miss
Amanda's on right now,
Carmen.
and Nancy's on right now. Let's go to his channel. Let me
Let's see real quick.
hold on a second. I'm going to his channel right now. This is actually where I got his name too.
Okay, Connie was saying earlier that she loves it when wood has some purple in it. My
Yeah.
my
yeah.
My granddaughter's boyfriend drew my name for Christmas, and I'm a wood guy. They know, get me wood, and I'm fine. And he ended up getting me an 8-inch wide, 6-foot long piece of Purple Heart. And this stuff is the brightest purple heart I have ever seen. And the board came out of an area where the cathedraling starts, goes up into kind of almost a cane shape, and then there's the cut, the edge of the wood. I think I know what I'm gonna make with it. I'd like to make Linda a wall-mounted jewelry chest / mirror, like a wall cabinet with a mirror on the door. Open it up, and then there's all your jewelry inside. I think that's what I'm going to make with it. But yeah. It's gorgeous.
I think we got her fixed. Let's get back at it.
I'm just going in and following you on your Insta and TikToks as well here.
TikTok.
Yeah, because Ken Spencer is making Ken Spencer is making his money from TikTok.
Forgive me, but I don't know who that is. Dang, John went silent. I must have pissed him off.
Ken Spencer, KNR, here, I'll pull it up for you. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you.
Can you hear me? Okay. So
no, I can't hear a word,
Ken
John.
Spencer from KNR Creative Woodworks.
Uh-huh.
Well, no, because you said you couldn't hear me. Facebook, YouTube. He's got a channel on YouTube as well, but he doesn't have much stuff on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Most of his he made these KNR. Let me pull it up for a second. Here it is. Okay, so he does. I wonder if he's got the video on here. Circle scrolls. Glass. No, it's not on here. His video's not on here. But I might be on a short. No, it's not. Okay, so Ken Spencer. Here's hold on a second, let me go back to home. Okay, this is Ken
You're not
Spencer.
sharing.
Ken and his wife. No, I'm just hold on a second. I'm gonna put the link in here for you.
Oh, okay.
So Ken and his wife Karen. Oh, sorry, Ken and Robin. Hence K and R. Ken and Robin Woodworks. So he actually lives down in Leduc, just outside Edmonton here. I've been to I've been to the market, Old Strathcona Farmers Market. He's got a booth there. I took a couple pictures with me there, and then the last time we were going through Edmonton, I actually stopped at his house and seen his shop.
Mhm.
So he's got a YouTube page and Instagram and TikTok, but he actually
Okay.
makes his money on TikTok because he had one video go viral for him, and he basically
Mhm.
he made a compound cut. Um, I actually don't have one. I'm gonna get the pattern from him. It's a really simple pattern too. Um, let me draw. I can draw it, or let me just draw it for you. So he made a compound cut ornament that can be earrings or actual ornaments.
Mhm.
But basically, it's got a top on it, and so it's a compound cut. So you got to visualize this being four squared, right? And
Okay.
basically, it just looks like that
Okay.
on four sides, right?
Okay.
So if I was to draw it like three dimensional here, basically, it's even hard to draw three dimensional. But
Yeah, I
basically,
I get your point though.
that's all it is. So he basically he did that. His TikTok video went viral, and now he only goes live on TikTok, and that's why because of that one video he did. It was like a 2 minute video, and he made this ornament, and now basically his shop or his booth in the farmers market. Basically, he sells probably 50 of these a month,
Wow.
whether they be sets of earrings or a pendant or
Mhm.
an ornament. So he makes them in three sizes. He sells
Nice.
like 50 a month, and I think he sells them at $10 a piece.
Mhm.
So for one ornament, $10, $500 a month, right?
Mhm.
It's 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 a no brainer.
Yeah.
And then so he also has a laser, and his wife does pyrography, and she also paints, and she does ceramics as well. So they're crafting in their house. Their house is full of all these crafts and stuff. And
Mhm.
so she'll paint some of the ornaments. So like he'll cut them, and she'll paint some of them, and then
Yeah.
she'll laser some of them, or she'll they'll laser and pyrography, and then paint
Mhm.
a project like a portrait, or whatever.
Yeah.
He does a lot of he has done Charles's designs. He's done a lot of um, Jim Bloom and Jeffrey Flick designs.
Mhm.
Sue May, Sheila Landry, like the bigger designers out there.
Yeah.
He does a lot of their work, and yeah, so he's an awesome guy. He's an awesome guy too. Him and his wife, Ken and Robin, they're awesome people too. They're just like me and Carrie. We get along. Well, because the first time I went down and met him, I put a picture. I put a picture up on was it TikTok or Instagram? I think it was on Instagram. Basically, it was me and him, and we were hugging each other in his booth. Carrie took the picture, and Robin's over on the side. She's shaking her head, going, "Freaking woodworkers, man! Are they all like this?"
Yes. Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Yeah. So, but yeah, like TikTok is his thing. So TikTok's his
Well,
main forum, and that's
more
he's
power to him, man.
yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I can't get the followers on TikTok though. He goes, yeah, you need one video. You need one video, and that's it.
The problem
And
is you're not in charge of which video that is because you never know
yeah.
what's going to take off with
Oh,
people.
exactly. That was his one video.
Mhm.
Uh,
That's the problem with going viral, because now you got to back it up, and very few people can do that. You know, Bobby Duke is a rare individual because everything he does is better than the last one. And that is not easy to do at all.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because like 1.3 million, 74,000, 32,000, 399,000, 359,000, 11,000. And then it's got 600, 600, 1,000, 51. Like when he first started off, but
Yeah.
32 views, right? But his 1.2 million was his viral video.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a
See,
lot.
And
I've never gotten anywhere
like,
even remotely close to that.
but everything before that is all like I said, like 32, 190,
Mhm.
uh 300, 300, 38. Like there were nothing, and then his 1.2, or sorry, what 1.3 million is
Mhm.
viral video, and then everything after that is all like in the 74,000,
Right.
right? So,
Well,
and
I don't
that's
even know
what.
how to make money on TikTok, but then again, I'm not really in it for the money. I'm in it for the fun.
Yeah. Oh
So,
yeah, for sure.
but if I was in it for the money, I'd be doing reaction videos or something like that. I wouldn't be doing software tutorials. I'll put it to you that way.
Another one done. Ta-da.
Sweet.
What I got left?
Cavalier.
I gotta do the. I got the
Cavalier.
other. I got the other Dalmatian too, John. This one is unspotted. I
Cavalier.
got.
Unspotted. All right.
I got spotted and unspotted. Ta-da.
Is it a
Okay.
Dalmatian if it's not spotted?
For TikTok
Yeah.
to make coin, you need 10,000 followers and 100,000 views. Yeah.
Another Cavalier. Got another Corgi. And
But yeah, like
another Rottweiler.
Ken and Robin, they're awesome people. It, it'd be like you and Linda, right? Like,
Oh God,
you know,
nobody
just,
wants
just
to see that.
no, but like just regular regular people that just enjoy what they're
Mhm.
doing as a hobby, and
I hear you.
that's just
I
what it
hear
is.
you. I hear you. Okay, I see now. Yeah, Mr. Crafty said for TikTok to make coin, you need 10,000 followers and 100,000 views. Yeah, it took me a while to get that on YouTube, but
Yeah. So
Oh, Russ.
um, if I stop by. If I stop by and see him this weekend or tomorrow, if I stop by and see him tomorrow, I'll buy one of his ornaments and I'll bring it back for you guys.
oh, okay.
And
Are you done, John?
I'll take another sexy picture with him too. Yeah, I
Yeah,
gotta
there you
go.
go.
I gotta go in the house to get some dinner. Get some rest
What?
for tomorrow. Yeah, I
It's
Yeah, I
know.
think.
I know.
Yeah,
It's
I
20
think.
after 9.
I think
It's
Linda's
7:30.
holding dinner for me too because I said I was
Yeah.
going to be on here, and she's
25 after 9. He's going to go eat supper.
she's making beef and beans and cornbread, and I will not be late for cornbread.
Well, I'll stay and
Okay.
have another cigarette. I'll stay and have another cigarette with you guys.
Are you
Yeah,
going to
because
come back or
no,
are
no,
you
no.
done?
I'm done.
You done for the
Yeah,
day?
because
All right.
every day Jason Richterloff sends me links. Oh, go watch Ken's video. Go watch Ken's video. Go watch Ken's video. So I don't know if Jason's actually met Ken, but Jason shares Ken's videos every friggin' day. I get them all the
Linda
time.
said,
Oh, there you
ding,
go.
ding,
Ding ding
ding.
ding. Ding ding
Uh
Ding,
ding.
oh.
ding, ding.
Okay. Well, yep. That means cornbread's ready, and I must get my butter melted in the cornbread.
All
Thanks
right,
for the warning,
Michi,
Linda.
you still here? Michi, you still
Um,
here?
Michi, she said she had to mute everybody because she was doing some counting and crochet math.
All right,
But
let's go live,
I
Michi. John's leaving.
I think I think I saw her thing up there though. Oh, let me go. Let me go check in. Let me go sign into Sir Crazy's Instagram as well here.
You ready to go live with me, Michi?
Yeah, Michi says she's here.
John's leaving, so I'll be here all by myself. Just
Well, yeah,
me
but
and
didn't
my
you say you were
dogs.
going to? Here, because I think
Yeah, Linda
Amanda's
makes.
on right now. That's right. So
Carmen
Amanda and
says she
Nancy are
loves cornbread. Yeah, Linda makes some of the best cornbread in the world. Oh my God.
You know what
So Amanda and
stinks is
Nancy are.
John's leaving tomorrow, and I don't have anything
Robin's
to do.
obviously done her live.
You can finish up your dogs.
No, I mean go away.
Oh,
Yeah,
I had to go away yesterday. I'm all done. I'm all done with her estate stuff. That's all done.
well, Sammy Nicky comes on and says, John P.A. Cousins, hi, Dad. How's your stream?
I'm just closing it off right now, Sammy, because I got to go inside and eat and friggin' go beat Austin for getting in trouble today. He was busy in the shop. He made something in the shop, so I'll show you guys that. After you guys get it, I'll show everybody else here. I'll do a little video for it. No, I'm kidding. All right, so yeah, so we'll be here Sunday and Monday.
Okay. Well, when I find the link on Sunday, I'll set the auto redirect so that
Perfect.
folks will come over here after we're done with mine.
It's basically just going to be Ken and Ozzy and um, the regulars. That
That's
come
all right,
over.
Michi. I'll be
And
here.
Linda. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sammy says, "Oh, I mean, if you have to, you have to." That's Ozzy's mom.
Okay.
It's
All
my
right.
grandson's mom. Is Sammy.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah. I gotta go. I gotta go eat supper and beat him. I gotta give him his daily beating. It's just putting him in his place, right? So
Yeah.
he enjoys
He'll
it.
probably whoop you.
Grandkids enjoy a good whooping every now and then from their father.
Yeah.
He'll
It builds
probably
character.
say, "Now he's going to tell you what you going to do, old man."
Spare the rod, spoil the child. Now you can
Oh
run, but
man.
you got to come back sometime.
So he's 9 years old now. He stands like 3 foot nothing. He weighs like 30 pounds, soaking wet.
Well, hell, you can hang him up in the hallway off a nail and not have any problems at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Hang him up by a belt loop off of your coat hook, and
Yeah.
what'd
So
you
I'll
say,
finish
boy?
up. So I'll finish up the vase, and I'll finish up the carnations once they're dry, because they'll be dry by the time I come back. I'll finish up the carnations for Carrie, and I'll crayon fill those.
Sweet.
So that'll be Sunday's project, and I'll finish up Nancy's portrait as well.
So you're going to be doing the crayon fill on Sunday?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah,
because I will mention that because a lot of folks got real interested in that.
And I'll have more dogs ready for Sunday.
Yeah, because it'll be another quiet show when I'm crayon filling, so everybody
That'll
loves
work.
that.
You'll be able to answer questions.
All right. Thanks for everybody for being here. Mark, you got to go in and eat. You're getting in trouble now.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting on you.
She's going to come back on and go, "Oh, what's going on out there?"
It's rude to just cut out on folks, man.
Thanks everybody for being on the
Bye,
panel.
everybody.
Mark, Art, and thanks everybody for being in the chat and hanging out with us. And we'll see you on, if not tomorrow night, then Sunday for sure. All right. Take care, everybody. Have fun. Oh, wait. Take care, everybody. Have fun. And we'll see you all later.